Okay, so let's address some kind of things off the bat. I'm going to make a list. I'm a big list maker kind of for this kind of stuff for sure. All right, so before you walk in the house, so this is kind of the bond report, but it really starts at the beginning. So let's talk about dress, what to wear. Okay, so like if you got tats and you got sleeves, cover them up. I don't like to be controversial. Um, just don't be controversial. Don't do anything that tries to express your individuality. Like I know you love your nose ring, but you know what? There are like seniors that are going to be turned off by you having a nose ring. I'm just sorry. And so you're going to have to give up a certain level of your individuality. Now, if you got a face tat, well, I don't know how you can cover that up, but you know, but if you've got them, I would cover them up. I don't care how hot it is. Just some people may not be down with it. And I don't want to do anything to jeopardize a sale by having someone think that I'm so different than them. Does that make sense? I'd rather be rich, baby. I'd rather be rich than express my individuality. I'll express my individuality in the public outside of taking care of a client. Does that make sense? My job there is to serve a client. My job there is not to exert my individuality, all right? So I'm not going to wear these glasses because these glasses look like sniper glasses. I'm going to wear my Harry Potter glasses. I tell you what, man, I've made so many sales using these nerd glasses. Also got a pair of Clark Kent glasses. I've made a ton of money. Plus, these make me look way smarter, okay, than I am, right? I hope so. Anyway, okay, and then I put my lanyard on. Why? Because this is my uniform, right? I put my lanyard on to show that I'm official. I've got my license, man. There's just something about it makes me feel right. It's kind of like when I've acted on stage. When I get into character, when I put that costume on and I look myself in the mirror, I am that character. And this is how you need to think about yourself when you arm yourself with putting on the battle garments, okay? You're arming yourself to go out and do battle and help clients, right? Now, what do we wear? Nice jeans, like nice jeans, not ratty jeans. Not crazy jeans, just like, or khakis. You're dressing down, by the way. You're not wearing a suit and tie, man. Do not look like Ned Ryerson on Groundhog's Day. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, we're going to dress down, but we're not going to look sloppy. Now, if you're in Ohio, especially in the wintertime, you better wear your jeans and boots and flannel shirt, all right? Like, seriously, don't even look like, but Alex, I don't feel professional. Dude, it's not about you being professional, it's about you relating to people. They want to know that you're like them, all right? Like, don't be sloppy, okay? Wear either a button-down shirt, like a casual shirt. It could be a golf shirt, polo shirt, whatever. You're just very relaxed. Business casual might be just a little bit too much. You want to at least be business. The most you want to be is business casual, and then you can even back off from that. Like my guys in Hawaii, man, they're wearing shorts, Hawaiian shirts, and flip-flops, right? Because, when you're talking to a local out there, man, they don't trust you, man, when you look like the establishment. Yes, we have a ton of Alliance shirts. We have a ton of Alliance logo shirts. So yeah, that, and they're very appropriate, Johanna, to go into a house. So it's got, the Alliance logos and stuff. They're pretty cool. You can get some very inexpensive ones. You just go on the Alliance store and you'll be able to, pick one of those out. For women, wear something high buttoned. Like you're not clubbing, man. You're not going out like you're going to a club. I would not wear perfume. Guys, I wouldn't wear cologne. Because there are people that just don't like that smell. And I don't want to take a chance on someone starting to sneeze because they can't stand my cologne. Like seriously, no cologne, no perfume. Okay, and then for the ladies, okay, I'm just making a recommendation. This is what's been told to me by other ladies, is that if you can look like a librarian, like don't get all fluffy and stuff with your hair. Like you put it back in a ponytail because you're doing business. And if you wear contacts, put your glasses on. I mean, look like a nerd. Look like a librarian. Okay, I know. I'm just telling you what I've been told. Okay, so don't like shoot me. All right, but just you know what I'm saying. You're not there to pick up on the husband. Don't be threatening to the wife. Okay, please don't be threatening to the wife. Okay. Anyway, so and then if you're going on a full day of appointments, I would have an extra change of clothes because you don't know if you're going to walk into a couple that smokes like haystacks and you're going to walk out of there into your next appointment smelling like smoke. And so I would have extra extra set of clothes, all right? And then I'd have hand sanitizer. So I sanitize my hands before I go in and sanitize my hands after. Man, I picked up so many colds out of homes. I learned this my first year in the business to hand sanitize, right? So that's the whole dress thing. I'm going to take these glasses off because it drives my eyes crazy. Anyone got any questions on the dress deal?
Yeah, do you take your shoes off when you go in?
Yes, I'm going to get to that. Absolutely, I'm going to get to that. That's why you want to wear slip-ons. Wear slip-ons. So I'm going to get to that part of what you do before you go in. So let's talk about in the car. So in the car, I got to get my mind right. I could have got no-showed 3 times in a row, and I didn't close the last one, and I could be bringing all that negative energy in there. So when I'm sitting in my car, in my mind, I'm going, in my mind, I am pulling out my affirmation card, okay, and I'm reading it, or I'm praying. Okay, so like I said, as you pray over the leads, you're doing the exact same thing before you go in the home. Lord, please let me do my best for this couple. I know they want to protect their families. Please help me guide them and shed the light upon their decision to take care of their families. Or you can do an affirmation card, you know, whatever. Okay, but you got to get your mind right. You got to clean your palate from the previous day. And you might be on a roll, but every client's different, and you got to go in there with a fresh mindset, fresh attitude. Okay, does that make sense? So when you get out of the car, okay, so this is the walk up. Okay, the walk up. So when you hit your car, what you do is you look at the house and you say, hey, you wave to the house. Why? Because they're staring out the window. They heard you come up. They're looking out, and who's coming up, and you're waving to them. You can't see them because they're pretty good at hiding themselves. But you're going to do this because you're going to pretend like you saw them in the window. Why? Because they will open the door when they think you've seen them. Because you'll go to a house and you don't do that, they're going to not open the door. And you swear they're in there. In fact, you'll hear them in there. And you're going to call and dial. When you dial, you hear the phone ringing inside, and you hear someone say, shh, don't answer it. You know, I'm serious. And it'll drive you crazy. You're going to want to like burn their house down because you know they're in the freaking house. All right? So that's why you wave, okay? Okay, so now you're at the door. Okay, I'm kind of stepping you through. And you think, this is important stuff. The little things are so freaking important to be a huge deal. That's why I'm taking time to cover it, because it's a huge deal. So you go up to the door. I pound on the door because how many of y'all, I mean, doorbells don't work. Now you're going to have some of those video doorbell things, okay? You know, just you can, if you got one of those, you could probably press that. But I like pounding on the door. Then I step back and I'm smiling because they're looking at me and I'm smiling. I've got my lanyard on, so they know I'm on official business, okay? And they come to the door and, you know, you do the meet and greet. Hey, Joe, how you doing? I'm here, okay? Now, so let's kind of back up. Now, if you see like a bunch of shoes out on the steps, like on the porch, in some cultures, they leave their shoes outside. So I would take my shoes off right away. Okay, I would take my shoes off right away. Okay, now if you don't see shoes out in the porch, then you can leave your shoes on. But if there's a mat in front of the door, I always wipe my feet before I go in, because wiping your feet isn't, you're showing that you respect their home. When you get in the house, I wipe my feet again on the mat. If there's a mat there, I wipe my feet there. And then what I do is I take my shoes off. I always take my shoes off. I just assume, you know, it's kind of like your cable guy. What's your cable guy do? He puts his little slipper things over his shoes, right? You don't tell him, no, don't do that. It's just what he does. And you're thinking, oh, that's so cool. They don't want to mess up. And then when he has to go to the truck, he takes them off and then he puts them back on. He just goes through this ritual. You're going, doggone, man, that's so cool that they care about my house. Okay, so now you're in the house. Okay, so some little tips and tricks here. So I take my shoes off. So this is what you got to do. You got to make sure that you don't have smelly feet. And you got to ask your spouse or your kids if your feet smell, because you will not even notice. So you got to have foot spray. I'm a big believer in foot spray, man, foot spray. But make sure that you put in clean, fresh. I shouldn't even have to talk about this stuff, man. Also, breath, hygiene. That's one thing I didn't address yet. Hygiene. Smart mouth. Use smart mouth. You gargle smart mouth, your breath will never smell bad for 12 hours. It might kill your taste buds. It might, yeah, wear nice socks. No holy socks either. No, no holy socks. But smart mouth works. It'll probably burn your taste buds and stuff will taste funny, but I promise you it's worth it. Always assume you have bad breath. Okay, always assume you have bad breath, and make sure you put the deodorant on, whatever. Nothing turns someone off more. There's a lot of things, but bad breath is a killer. You'll lose, man. When you're talking and someone's trying to hold their breath, that's probably a clue that you have bad breath, all right? So now you're in the house, you take your shoes off. Now look, if it's a construction zone and they're doing remodeling and they've got their shoes and boots on and there's no carpeting or it's all torn up, then don't take your shoes off. Like exercise a little bit of like, you know, because you might step on a nail, okay? But, okay, it's just, again, sign of respect. The other thing is, if there's pets, I always greet the pets. I am all about the dog. The dogs love me, by the way, so I have an advantage. But when you love on the pets they love, guess what? It's kind of the transitive property of arithmetic. Remember the transitive property? A equals B, right? If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. Okay, so I love on the pet, right? They love me because they love their pet. I mean, I'm genuinely doing it. Now, if you're afraid of dogs, get over it. Get over your fear of dogs. But I love, you know, greeting their pets. I find out the pet's name. Oh, what's your pet's name? Coco. Coco. Hey, boy, how you doing? I'm kneeling down. I've closed more sales because they love me, because the pet loves me. All right. So I don't know. That's just my own personal technique that I've increased my closing ratios. All right. Then I go to the table. I'm in the house. I greet everybody. Then I go to table. They might say, hey, Alex, why don't you sit here at the couch? Now, I'll tell you what, man. I've got some stuff to lay out. Can we run to the kitchen here and kitchen table? And I'll go straight to the kitchen. I'll just go straight there. And they, you know, they're going to like remove stuff, right? Let's go I take control. You got to take control. If the TV's on, hey, I have this crazy ADHD. And if I start watching a program, I'm going to be here for 3 hours. I know you don't want me here for 3 hours. So can we just shut this off? Is this the control? Like, I will be like pushy. I will, like, in a nice way, but I am taking control of the environment, okay? So I'm going to go to the table, turn the TV off, right? And then I'm going to ask for water. Why do I do this? I ask for water because I want to put them in compliance mode. When I ask, they comply. When I ask, they comply. Everything I do from here on out is I ask, they comply. I ask, they comply. That is the position I want to be in, okay? So I'm going to ask for water. Whew, man, tough day. It's really hot out there. would you mind, can I have a glass of water, please? And you ask it nicely, and then, oh, sure. Would you like a bottle of water? Oh, I'd love bottled water, okay? So ask for water. If they offer you something, take it. Well, would you like some coffee? I'd love some coffee. Are you having some? I want to make sure if they're having some, I'll have some. If they say, well, no, not really, don't worry about it. Just, do you have a glass of water? That'd be great. Okay, I don't want to put them out. Okay. Now, if they say, hey, my wife just made some apple pie. Would you like some? Oh, man, I would love some. Okay. Never refuse anything offered. Like if say, my wife just made some kimchi. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It doesn't mean you have to eat it. I might nibble at it, but I'm getting to business. But I never want to be in a situation where I deny them something, except for, hey, dude, you want to toke my bong? It's like, okay, sorry, not right now. Would you like a beer? It's like, dude, I would love one, but I'm working, and so I don't do beer while I'm working. But hey, man, come back here on a football game, and we can crack some together. That's the only thing I draw the line at: marijuana, cocaine, beer, alcohol. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about positioning. Gosh, Alex, you're getting detailed. Man, the devil's in the details. You don't get this right, you're going to blow your sale before you even got started. That's why this stuff's important. Okay, so if I'm right-handed, okay, I'm going to, geez, this happens every time. Ugh. If I'm right-handed, I'm going to ask the husband to sit next to me and the wife to sit next to him. Okay, so I'm going to choreograph everything and say, oh, man, hey, Joe, tell you what, it's okay if you sit here, and then Mary, why don't you sit there? And then I'm going to set my ATM on my right so I can like flip it. Okay, and we're going to do it like TV, like we're watching TV together. Okay, we're watching TV together. Okay, we're not doing it like this. Okay, Mr. Client, okay, I don't use the ATM as a barrier. It's like we're watching TV together. If you're left-handed, okay, I put it on my left, and then I put the husband next to me and the wife next to him, okay? Now, if you're a woman, you put the wife close to you and put the husband next to her. You see, it's gender-based, okay? I'm not going to, whatever. I'm not going to explain the obvious reasons, but all right. I think I've got everything. Is everyone cool with that? I'm going to unmute to make sure that you're all down with that.